Hi everyone, back on the Apex and just trying to get a bit more used to it. So I had not issues. I think it was purely me and purely pad placement, but we'll see. I've changed my pads to the kinetic style ones, which I'll show. Pretty generic, pretty cheap pads off of, I think it was Etsy or something like that, about 70 quid. Rather than the small power knob things. I have got a set of official power knobs coming. Hopefully the wind cap will prevent any noise stuff. Just out for one of my lunchtime rides, and yeah, I don't know. It's definitely me, don't get me wrong, it's nothing to do with the wheel. Absolutely nothing to do with the wheel. So last time I went out, I felt that it almost threw me off sort of twice. And again, I don't think it's the wheel at all. I think it was purely me and the pad placement. Now I have reseated my pads. Weirdly, it's the turning. Now, I keep doing that, but the mirror's on my other hand at the moment. Yeah, it was twice. Once was just down this part of the trail, which I kind of put down to a bit of gravel, which could have well have been. The other time was on a road, and it was going around a left turn, not particularly tight. I was taking it quite easily, and it felt like it was going to drop me, like on the left. Now this is a Kenda tyre, so it's not the Kenda. It's got pretty much the same tread as my Sherman, and I have no problem with that. Now it is a new tyre, so it does need wearing in. So that could well be it. But as you can see, I'm struggling with some of the turns. Now, there's an ongoing joke with me, my left-hand turns are pretty crap. This, I don't know whether it's because the wheel is taller, and like it's just a mental thing in terms of it's in my head that I need to do more than I do with the Sherman. The Sherman, I do the same principle. It's like kind of you lean into it rather than steps. Thanks, guys. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing a long ride today. I wanted to get out and just try the pad placement. Do I need to change them again? I'm wondering if I need my back ones further, and whether I need the fairings on these now, so I can get better placement perhaps with the pads. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need more real estate to actually put the pads on. And I also need to learn to relax on this. Now the Sherman I get on, I'm reasonably relaxed. I do still find it difficult going between wheels. So I go between this, the Sherman, and the not so much the M104. The M104, see, it's not the tyre, it's just me with my arse sticking out. Not so much the M104. You kind of know what you're doing with the M104. The M104, you kind of, you know, you got to jump up on it and ride it. You can't do the normal kind of get on and ride with this and the Sherman. I've only got about 2 to 3 teeth on this still. It's just easier for me to kind of get on and get off. I don't need any more in terms of suspension. I don't do massive jumps or anything stupid like that, so it's just really more for comfort. I'm going to stop here because this road can be a bit busy. But yeah, I do it generally for comfort, and I haven't changed much else. I do feel like the back pad on the left hand side is a bit back too much, so maybe I need to slightly adjust that one. So left hand side maybe a trolley handle is a good idea on this. You can push it, as you can see, but it's not as straightforward. Also, when you're holding a camera. Let's try and get this top one moved forward a bit. I have got some for my Sherman. I've got some official power knobs coming. For the Sherman, that should be good. I'm really getting used to wearing. I'm really getting used to using. Still on. Yeah. I'm really getting used to kind of using the power knobs. I think I also need to get used to. I think I need to practice my mounting of the wheel again. It seems stupid because I've been riding for a while now, but because I switch between wheels, and there's not much in it, don't get me wrong. I mean, pedal height, there's not much in it between this and the Sherman. I think the height of the wheel is the difference. I said this before, this is feels more like the Master, which was more. That was more top heavy though than this is. This isn't top heavy as such. This is just tall. It's a lightish wheel, to be honest, even compared to the Master when I rode that. So you know, I think it's just getting that different feel and different, making sure that you can adapt to the different riding. And I've probably put about 150, 160 miles on this at the moment. So I am getting used to it. This is definitely more my trail wheel, but I need to get comfortable. Now I'm reasonably comfortable around 25 on this, and I have done along here. I've done sort of 30, so you know, reasonably comfortable. But I'm not Sherman comfortable. Now, bear in mind, I've put almost 3,000 miles on my Sherman already in the time that I've had it, my Sherman S. And that is my go-to wheel for you know, long rides, cruising rides, road riding, that sort of stuff. Let's see if we can get better on this corner. I don't know what's going on. I need to just look at where I'm going rather than the wheel, and the wheel would do its thing. I'm overcompensating for the wheel. The wheel, as you can see, you know, it's pretty nimble. I don't know what I'm doing. Please, if you're watching this video of my arse sticking out everywhere, please just give me some tips. And I'm going to look back at this as well and see what's what, because it's very very odd. in that I'm riding differently to what I do on my Sherman, and even on my M104. Granted, that's a different type of wheel, but it is strange. I mean, that was better, and maybe it's just being comfortable. Maybe I'm just, I'm not as comfortable as the other one. I love this wheel, I really do. I think it's a great wheel to ride. Like, it's comfortable. I've got a seat coming, so it'd be interesting to when that arrives and seeing how that is. So again, I like seated riding now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not amazing at it, but when you're doing longer rides and things like that, then it's nice to sit down, and whilst you probably can, you might give yourself a hernia if you actually sit on the suspension. But or maybe that's pleasurable. I don't know. But yeah, it's aftermarket. Luckily, there's it's an aftermarket seat. So I'll attach that and see what that's like. But on the whole, I mean, I done a video last week, which was my kind of, I don't know, a couple of weeks since I've had the Apex, and what I didn't film is the bits that I was saying about earlier, where like it kind of threw me off, inverted commas. And again, like I said, I think that was more me than the wheel. It's about getting comfortable. It's about getting locked into and dialed into, how you want to ride it, as per like electrified rider. Like he was saying, like you got to dial it in. You got to get to the point where you're comfortable and you just jump on and kind of do your thing. At the moment, I can kind of do that on the Sherman. I can't do it on this, but that's time. Right, I'm not really going any further than that today. It's purely time, and it's purely getting used to it. And like I said, I've got the bit I struggle with still is, as you could just see, like kind of jumping up on the wheel. And I think I'm doing something ridiculously stupid. I think I'm doing something where like I'm making it more difficult than it needs to be, and I need to logically think this through, in that you can get the wheel going and then step on, rather than I think I'm doing it the wrong steps, if that makes sense. I'm doing one thing and then something else is happening. So I've got to get smarter, I think, at doing that sort of stuff. What we're going to do, I'll take the back round part of the trail again, and I've got the hover with me, so I wanted to just do a couple of parts of this ride with the hover as well. So we'll cut to a bit of hover B-roll now, and then or in a minute, and then yeah, we'll come back to having a chat. The hell are you doing here? Now follow me. Right, have you got me now?